Welcome to part 6 of the Centered Human series. We did some general soothing. We located ourselves in our lower belly, soul center, in the heart of hearts, the heart center, and in the center of the mind, the psyche center. And today we're attending to your whole energy bubble, which revolves around the axis that we've been working with. Oh yeah, and the tube. The tube, and then the center line. And there's no exact right way about thinking or perceiving any of this. It's about following. It's about being free enough to follow your own feeling and sensing guidance. Where do you relate? And noticing where what you're relating to actually feels stuck and heavy and dense and like condensed and actually not full of opportunity. And what we're doing in these videos and ASMR Reiki in general is, stroking enough love into those places where they open up and they feel safe to be open. And so that was also a representation of the energy bubble that we're attending to today. First, I do want to let myself say, please like, subscribe, and comment if these videos are meaningful to you and help this channel to grow, help us to build community of like-minded, experiencing people and people who could really benefit from this kind of information and support and presence. And may we gather, may we play. And if you want to play with me, Mission is open for registration for another week, and then we have a 10-week group program. I'll mention more of that at the end, but if you're thinking about it and kind of sitting on the edge, waiting for a sign, maybe this is it. I would love to meet you in that way. You have some self-study components and some group time and some one-on-one access to me. So it's a really comprehensive package where you get certified, fully certified in Kundaini Reiki, because what is this? It is the capacity to attend to your own bubble, to really claim your domain, to claim your presence in your centers, your experience, your identity as this tubular vessel for energy flow, which allows you to take up all of your own space and be the authority in your life, no longer run by the programming acquired through acclimatizing to abusive, ignorant environments. Flashes of both resistance and electric awareness and resonance with those statements happening here. We took a lot of time in the last video. It's the longest one of this series because it's a big subject to be present in the mind. And if you are attracted to me, chances are you've maybe had some pretty extreme experiences of what's possible in getting lost in the psyche or in having a beautiful connection with the psyche. And either way, we want to be friends with the center of the psyche so that we can inhabit. Your energy bubble stretches out around you, your aura. This is the spirit that is you. It is the ethereal, energetic reality of you. that can be filled with the energy of your inner being. That's energy, that positive, optimistic, loving, filled with life force energy, vital, healthy, wealthy, well, loved, and loving. That energy can stretch all through your bubble, and that's how you can operate and move around in the world, and that is your best protection. But when we have a lot of stored emotion and stuck stuff in our system, we're not usually standing and embodying that inner being. We're usually somewhere else. And maybe we have a bits of connection and kind of like a wire or windows into that inner being, and we have some connection. But the question is, are we truly standing there? Because that's the place from which we truly inhabit the full power of being this spirit with a body. And the full power in a healthy, wealthy, loving way that contributes to true prosperity, a balance of the elements in your own system, which contributes to that collectively working out. And so ASMR Reiki is awesome. ASMR and Reiki, either and both. Because the subtle movement of stuck stuff can be really graceful or it can be really intense. And there's no guarantee of it either way, because we're all really unique in the way that we have collected stories and stuff and stored energy. No one will have the exact same details or combination, but we do have a lot of recognition, relatability, resonance available for the experience of being, chock full of stuck stuff. And it blocking our authentic expression and our highest possibilities of health, wealth, and love. And just feeling great every day and knowing without a doubt that you are of service in just being alive in this way. And that your beingness is enough, and that your beingness is that inner being. And your inner being is the part of you that takes excellent care of your inner child. It is the part of you that can meet the needs without question. That's so nurturing, that can nourish the fullness of your being. All the parts that other parts of you would reject, or the parts that are in conflict with each other or with themselves. The inner being alchemizes all of that, which is a process, an accessible process, and it's likely something that's already happening in you. And you're on YouTube finding gentle and sometimes maybe intense support with that, depending on the day. And it's an adventure. One that can be a huge success. That huge success is accessible to you. Massaging that all through your energy field, that awareness, that yes, that yumminess. I visited the Akashic records recently and asked, what name is for me? And to be honest, I both loved and didn't love. I had a very neutral experience of full extremes with the answer that came, which is Apocalypta. And I was like, oh boy, that's big. that feels awkward and intense and also extremely perfect, and I'll take my time with it. But when I went to come and make these videos, it was like, the time is now. And so I share that because we are in apocalyptic times, and embracing that is relieving in my experience. Letting it motivate. Embracing the highest form of protection, of self-sustaining security, stability, safety, so that you can face whatever comes, because I don't know what's coming. I believe in best case scenarios, and in my experience of life, getting to best case scenarios sometimes means moving through lots of suffering. And the more we can address the suffering that's already stagnating and stored in our system and let it be recycled by the earth and the cosmos, the more we're available to face life, to be with life, and to enjoy life without perpetuating the density, the heaviness, the stuckness that is suffering. So we are detoxifying our systems, our minds, and our bodies. We are releasing the stored emotion of incomplete emotional experiences from our early years or from past lives or absorbed from others, wherever they're coming from. We are releasing it because the bubble, the tube and the bubble is a Taurian, big time circulation. Or the other way. And it's always both, because we're in this experience of being the center point of duality. And so your bubble is this beautiful place that's yours. And it's only what's inside the bubble that's your responsibility. And anything that you feel responsible for outside of your bubble, you access service to that thing through being responsible for only what's in your own bubble. Grounding that information in you now. And plucking, lassoing any places of resistance, pieces of resistance that came up. Tucking that back to source to be recycled, and also welcoming as much source energy into your body, your bubble, as you personally can handle right now in this moment with where you're at, exactly where you're at. Likewise, letting the grounding cord stretch all the way down into the earth, the center of the earth, and wrapping around it 3 times and plugging in. And feeling that energy flood you, and also letting energy flood from you to be recycled, and letting the freshness move through you and mingle with the cosmic energy that is also present here and now, that infinite life force and the earthy life force, both nourishing you now. Soul-centered, heart-centered, psyche-centered, aligned within your column, your tubular vessel, flow is happening now and now and now. And your main job is to allow and to engage bite-sized practices or big-time practices that nurture your capacity for acclimatizing presence to this centered, open place, so that you are inhabiting the fullness of your energy bubble, so that you can take responsibility for what's occurring there. Conflict, bliss, both equally at ease with witnessing your experience and alchemizing the energy to stay centered, to stay centered. This is your access to inner safety, security, stability. You can face off with anything and this is your strongest state. And people will be repulsed by it, provoked to claim it for themselves. But people can only do it for themselves. We can share this information, we can support each other, but it has to come from within. It has to be the individual claiming themselves, soothing themselves in the presence and relationship with themselves as a tubular vessel, as these center points reflecting the center of the universe, source energy, center of the earth, a material beingness. And remembering and reminding. That's how we can help each other, is through embodying this information, through creating from this awareness, and from, in that, providing reminders to keep coming back, and that you have this beautiful domain, this sphere of energy around you, and that is what you're responsible for, and that's where you make a difference, and that's where your opportunity is. Feeling that flutter ripple all through, all through, all through. Oh yeah. Just going to repeat it again, feeling very prompted to repeat it again. Circulation is key. Discharging the stuck stuff is the key to improving circulation, and that opens us to our natural flexibility and openness, which it is our birthright to inhabit. We came here to be exactly as we are, and to encounter the suffering, the stagnation, and the challenges in reclaiming. Our own domain. This bubble that contains the body, that contains tons of energetic and emotional information. We claim relationship, intimate relationship with this body and this bubble as the access point to all of our dreams coming true, and to having an impact on the collective scale and in the bigger picture. Do one more fluff and then a zip up, and leave this series at that. Feel free to ask me any questions. Hop into the Unfucked membership if you want to just keep playing this way, but in a intimate community. Let's build that intimate community. Or join Mission if you're ready to claim this full blown powerful presence in and of yourself, we start at the end of next week. And so hop in. Do like, comment, and subscribe to help this channel to grow, to help us connect more and more with like-minded, like-hearted, soul family people, so that we build momentum together, so that we have the borrowing benefits of practicing in the group that's forming, to support you being the center of your own universe, being so centered in yourself, which has been really distorted in the narcissistic conditioning of our culture, where self-centered has such a negative connotation. That's convenient for external authorities that want you disempowered. You go and live your life centered in yourself, and you feel rippling through the entirety of your being and bubble that you are of immaculate service, and that things can't fuck with you the way that they used to, because you've claimed your domain, because you are present here and now, the center point of infinity, the center of your own universe, breeding permission for other people to experience themselves this way and reclaim power to the people and reclaim equality among the parts within the person, and enabling that to reflect to equality among the people, and harmony, peace in the people and on earth. It's here for us, and we are here for it. So zipping you up. Beautiful, centered human. My deepest bow to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.